Boker Tov, good morning. We continue with our 3-minute daily dose of Torah. Today, studying the 7th Mishnah in the 4th chapter of Pirkei Avot. Here, there are actually some different renderings of the Mishnah. I'm going to read it in the following way that leaves out the question of separating from the community, which is its own important message. Rabbi Tzadok Omer. Rabbi Tzadok said, Al ta'asem atara v'hitkadel bahem. Don't make them, the words of the Torah, a crown that you should aggrandize yourself through them. That's interesting, right? We know people who use any of their academic achievements, not just for their own sake, topic that has been already discussed, lishma, or to teach others, or to live out their values, especially when we're talking about the achievements in Torah. But we also know of people, the possibility that someone uses it to gain glory, and for people to say, "Ooh, look at him," or he's the most special person. And then you walk around in a certain way, you carry yourself in a certain way. You might cloak yourself literally in a certain way, so that people should give you kavod. So that's dangerous. That a person should play that role, or to. And here it's clearly recognizing there are people like this in his rabbinic world. Don't be like those people who have made the Torah their crown. And further, lo kardom lach porbo bahem. Don't make it a shovel that you should dig with. You can find, achieve benefits that are quite helpful to you. The Torah becomes your shovel to make gains of all types of all manner of personal benefit. Don't do that. V'kach haya Hillel omer, and this was indeed what Hillel had to say, recognizing, I'm sure, people around him, because this is just the nature of things, that some people will be drawn in and succumb to this. Said Hillel in Aramaic, Udi ishtamash bataga chalaf. Someone who makes worldly use of the crown of the Torah, that person shall perish. We speak about the Torah being one of the crowns that God adorned Israel with, and that the person should indeed work to gain the crown of Torah, but that's not for any other purpose than for that crown to be his personal connection with God, and then again, as we said before, lived out. But if it's the crown that you use somehow to be glorified by others through it, that's a real danger. Hala Marata, from here you should learn, Kol HaNehaneh Midivrei Torah, somebody who's benefiting from Divrei Torah, Notel Chayav Min HaOlam, you're responsible, you take your own life, when you remove your life from this world. That's just meant to be, it's wonderful. Pirkei Avot is wonderful because it's mostly rabbis talking to rabbis and trying to keep rabbis on the straight and narrow, and recognizes all the human draws that can happen. This part of what it means to be a human, and trying to help people not succumb and to rise to the higher calling of the very important work that they're doing. You don't have to be a rabbi to learn this lesson. We all should be learning this lesson too, whatever our field, whatever our arena is, to not let ourselves give in to the trappings of anything that we're doing, so we can keep ourselves the way we're meant to be. And that would be a good lesson to try to follow for this day and beyond.